Genesis really is the new Mercedes. I think you guys will be convinced after seeing this new completely blacked out package on the G90. I'll include a link to the Genesis of Linden's website in the description down below. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Clayton. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. This is a twin turbo 3.5 liter V6 that is paired to the E supercharger as well as an 8-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 17 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 409 horsepower and then 405 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. Now, I never thought I'd say this, but I actually like this blacked out badge. The Genesis badge just works being blacked out. We've got the cool split light design, and you can see plenty of lighting elements within that. And then the grill's all blacked out. And I think part of it's just the overall design of the G90. This blacked out package just works really well. Tire and wheel setup is 245 by 40 by 21 in the front, and then 275 by 35 by 21 in the rear. Mostly closed off wheel, which definitely gives this a very unique appearance. And then you guys can see the turn signal indicators there on the side with that lighting element. And speaking of side, look at the side profile here. Again, very sleek, and this is a big car. Again, this is an S-Class competitor. When it comes to key fob features, you guys can see the Genesis logo, and yes, the key fob matches the car coloration-wise. We've got our lock and unlock function. You've got the opening here for the trunk, and then you have the remote start feature, and then this is the feature that allows you to move the car forwards and backwards with the key fob to help out with parking situations. Plenty of storage space in the trunk. Again, this is a full-sized sedan, as we call it. And I think it's cool this is all automated like an SUV. Got the light bar design, blacked out badges here too. That will cap things off for the exterior of this beauty. Pop out door handles, and let's check out the interior. Look at the design here on the door panel. You've got really nice materials, and you notice the rear passengers have memory seats. They've got massage seats. They even have a mega recline function, and this has the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is really high quality. More fancy trim here with the seats perforated all down the center. Great legroom here in the back. We also have a little storage pocket there. You've got vents here in the center. You even have this for some USB ports and a 12-volt. Seat adjustments here on the side. We also have some storage with some more USBs, phone charging pad. And then yes, we've got physical controls for different items like the music, and yeah, you've got a touchscreen here to control more items. And the doors actually close automatically with that little button, which adds to the luxury. Let's now check out the front. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You've got really nice trim below that with the wood, the ambient lighting too. And yes, it comes with all the features like the memory seat function, massage seat. You've got all of your window controls, and you can even control the sunshades for the rear passengers, which is nice. More of that nice trim with the front seats. All of the power adjustments are there on the side. There's lumbar support too. And yes, the front passenger does get the features too. You know what, I'm just gonna say it. Closing the door by yourself, that's for peasants. Nice trim all around the steering wheel, soft touch. You got paddles there on the back for the 8-speed, and this has a 2-spoke design, which is kind of unique. Practical controls the front face like your voice command controls, adaptive cruise control with lane centering. And notice how all of the trim on the different items has been blacked out with this package. Digital gauge cluster here in the center, which you can use to see different bits of information on the vehicle. You can also just change what is displayed in the screen, and it does have a little animation for the drive modes, nothing too over the top though. 360 camera system, really good resolution, and you've got this nice exterior shot too. And the screen does respond very quickly. As for the rest of the screen, again, like I said, the response time's good. Everything is very nicely labeled, so it's very user-friendly. I like how all of the trim pieces kind of come together there. And then they do give you this kind of screen section down below, so dual zone climate controls are here, and part of it's in the screen, part of it's with physical buttons, and then you also have radio controls at the top of that. Cup holders there, and then yes, more blacked out trim. Even the little crystal dial shifter has been blacked out. That's for the infotainment system if you don't want to use the touchscreen. Heated and cooled seat controls are here, door controls as well, phone charging pad for up front. We've got the center console lid with some USB ports and a 12-volt. Very nice trim on the top, and you've got more nice trim with the headliner. And then of course we have 2 sunroofs, one in the front, one in the back, and I just realized the rear passengers have mirrors back there. Finally, all the windows have the acoustic glass, so that helps out with sound insulation. All this luxury does come at a price. You can see 2026 G90, $107,960. We cannot drive this particular G90, but I will include a clip, as long as YouTube lets me download my own video, of me driving a very similar G90. So let's hopefully go to that. This week's giveaway features a limited edition 850 horsepower Mustang Dark Horse, as well as a custom 455 horsepower Bronco Raptor, and $45,000 to cover the taxes on the vehicles if you win. Use code BHC or click the link in the video description or the pinned comment. This will give you 4x entries on any donation, $25 or more. Not only that, these donations go to help both children's and veterans charities. So click the link below. Best of luck and hope to see you in a Bronco Raptor and Mustang Dark Horse soon. G90. Let's talk about things I like first, and then we'll talk about the things that I think Genesis could improve on the G90. So in terms of things that I like, it's a very good luxury car. Like, suspension's very comfortable, sound deadening is great. It's very well insulated, and with a massage seat and everything, like, this gives you a very nice luxury car drive. Like, you just float down the road. It's really good. And there's so much space in this car. This is the thing about these big cars, is you get them so you can kind of like lounge. Like, I've got really long legs, and there's more than enough space for me to kick the seat back a bit, and the back passengers still have plenty of space. But anyways, yeah, for me to kind of like lounge here in the driving seat. And so it's very comfortable because of that. Very, very comfortable. Sound system's great. It's got the kind of pop-out speakers on the sides, which is kind of a cool little feature. Everything's easy to use. And there's a nice finish on all the controls, so everything just feels premium in here. It's definitely a nice place to be. So that's kind of the positive. It does a really good job. It handles well. Got lots of great tech. First negative is actually tech. I think that, and this isn't just a Genesis thing, this is just luxury cars in general, I think they've gotten too techy. I think there's too much of an emphasis on tech rather than on luxury like it used to be. I think there's a lot of people that would welcome to farmland. There's just a goat in the middle of the road. Anyways, someone will get him. They'll get back in, and it happens all the time. Don't worry about it. He's just snacking. So just too much tech. I think that people would love to just have like the comfort, the luxury this has, and not have like the fancy doors that open and close, you know, kind of partially open and close for you, and don't really care about having like, this has like the self-driving stuff. I think that actually makes a lot of sense with this car. But yeah, there's just a few gimmicks with this. I think the doors is one of the biggest, but it's not like a deal breaker. But I do think it's something for luxury car manufacturers to kind of consider. The engine, I think this is fine for an entry level. I think Genesis needs to figure out a more powerful powertrain if they want to keep making this car. Now, I'll mention that at the end. I'll talk about that at the end. But like, yeah, if they want to keep making this car, like Mercedes offers a V8, Audi offers a V8, BMW offers a V8, and so I understand this is less expensive than the Germans, but yeah, it's this powertrain in this segment for such a big car, like, it feels adequate, but it's not like the Mercedes, especially. That one's the best one out of the bunch, I think. It is just this smooth rocket. Like, you just can't do this in the US legally, but hypothetically you can just cruise at like well over 100 miles an hour, and it's just stable, and the engine isn't struggling at all. Like, it's just boom. It's so nice. So doubt they'll ever do a V8, but that would greatly benefit this car. Now, in terms of continuing to do this car, I don't think these cars make sense anymore in the US. People aren't buying these. People don't really buy BMW 7 Series. They don't buy Audi A8s. They don't buy Mercedes S-Classes anymore, and they're not buying these G90s. People just don't really want big luxury cars. They want big luxury SUVs. So I think that Genesis would actually be much better off taking this and putting it in an SUV. I remember, like, I don't know, a year or so ago, I heard they're going to do a GV90, and I don't know what's happened to that, but that's really what they need to do, is a GV90. This stuff, this luxury, needs to be in an SUV, and that would do significantly better, because that's just what people want nowadays. They don't want a car at least here in the US market. And so I think this is really cool. I think that Genesis has gotten a lot figured out with this, and they can now take this and apply it to an SUV. And if they did that, it would sell significantly better. And I think they could actually do really well, because the other manufacturers kind of hold back on their big luxury SUVs, except for Mercedes with like the Maybach, but that's extremely expensive. So if they can offer a ton of luxury in a big SUV, and it is also reasonably priced, they could actually do quite well. Let me know your thoughts.